Hi everyone, this is Salvi with your VTuber news today. Before we get into the news, please hit the subscribe, like, and maybe even hit the bell notification icon, and let's get into the first story that we have today. Nijisisters and aunties and the haters and all that kind of stuff, they never stop. They really never do. And what am I talking about? It says, an Amiaryllis collab with Luca Kaneshiro, an active member of Luxium. They said they're adults, Amiaryllis can choose who to collab with, aunties leave them alone. The people who followed them and Nijisanji. But when ex-livers like Sunny and Sayu collabed, it's all like, how could you? Just like Image 2 pointed out the double standards. You go when Corpo VTuber leaves Corpo and becomes the worst person you ever met. So they're talking right now about Kunai collabing with Sayu, like, okay bro, sure. So that's what they're talking about. They're talking about the Kunai and other, Sayu. The people don't like Sayu. I don't know why they don't like Sayu. I know she had an issue with Zion. That is long gone. That is long in the past. That issue is because it's long in the past because she apologized for it. Because she said, yes, that was a mistake that I made. Yes, it was not in the best taste. I have learned from that. I'm not going to make those mistakes again. Unlike some people in agencies that don't apologize, she apologized before she became a part of an agency when she was Sayu Synchronicity. And she says, I feel like people will block me if I say what I think. But this is how aunties acted when Amiaryllis, which is the butterfly, collabed with Luca, which is the lion in this case. Skipped collab. What is she doing? Ew, we don't know these people. It's been so long since that happened. Saying they're like the worst people ever is not cool. And that's the thing here. Why do you have to hate? If you don't want to watch them, don't watch them. I criticize VTubers, yes, and I'm open to criticism as well. I am a VTuber who is public, who is out there, who is active, who is, I'm not above reproach. Neither is Sayu, neither is anyone else. But this is no longer criticism. This is just hate. That's the issue. Down here it says, Nijisisters and hating the Nijisanji members. Name a better duo. You forgot the keyword X. X-livers than Nijisanji. Because once they become X-livers, it really does seem like they become traitors in some of their eyes. Especially if they go and do their own thing and collab with someone else. And it continues down here. So VTubers are only allowed to make decisions as adults only when it's about their favorite. That sister's hypocrisy is showing. Sayu is quote-unquote evil. Why the F is she so sweet as a person? She's amazingly sweet. She's absolutely sweet. Literally feel like you can be good friends with her, be nice to her, and she does the same. Just like when she was there for Altair. She's an extremely sweet person that, by these people, is still taken as evil incarnate because she spoke out against Nijisanji. She spoke out against their Lord and Savior, and that is what is going on. By the way, the court retweets of the when Corpo becomes evil thing tweet really paint some of the X-livers as the most evil people ever, which couldn't be farther from the truth. The X-livers are some of the sweetest people ever, even Kudo. Meanwhile, they speak about evil people. I can name a few of those, and that's the thing. That's the issue that I have here. Continuing, I find it funny Sayu is unironically evil and scary to these people. All of the Sayu Sunny collabs have been amazing, and this chain together one was particularly hilarious and heartwarming. Every single collab she does that I have seen with ex-livers, with livers, VTubers, belonging to different agencies, VTubers who are her friends, all super sweet. These people just want to hate for hate's sake. Some people say that about me. I don't hate, I criticize. I hold people responsible, as I'm held responsible a lot of times as well, rightfully so. I've made so many mistakes myself. When you don't apologize, that's the issue. There have been people who've done bad things, but they've apologized. When they apologize, I'm like, oh, well, okay, you apologize, hopefully it doesn't happen again. But a lot of people that I still continually criticize today have not apologized for the mistakes that they made in the past. And that is the issue at hand. Sayu has apologized for things that she has done. She hasn't had to, she didn't have to, but she did because she realized, yeah, those were, the issues of the past should stay in the past. I'm going to apologize. I'm going to move on. Make sure it doesn't happen again. Hasn't happened yet. Hasn't happened again. Won't happen in the future. That type of thing. And that's what ticks me off. It really does. Even if she apologizes, they're still going to hold it against her. Roca Rourin has posted a voice tweet as her first update after she was in a serious accident last year. So yeah, she was in an accident and she did have to take some time off because, of course, when you're recovering, when you're having to go through a lot of therapy, a lot of things like that, it does become a problem and you do have to take time off. Now, Idol Corp has reached out and mentioned people, said, we understand that many have been concerned about Roxy's well-being. Her recovery has been incredibly challenging, requiring intensive professional care and rest. While a full recovery will take several months, she will gradually return to content creation as her health allows. However, her top priority remains her rehabilitation and overall well-being. We sincerely appreciate your patience and support. Any future updates will be shared by management or Roca herself. For the latest personal updates, please visit the official Twitter account of Roca Rourin. Thank you all for the fans who have been respectful and everything like that. Says, Read My Avatar says, I hope Roca gets better, wishing her speedy recovery, of course. And of course, here we have the update from her herself. It is about 5 minutes long or so, the full one here. It splits it off into 3, I believe. So let's get through some of them. Here is one of them that I want to show you guys a little bit of an explanation of what's going on. Here we go.
And I'm still recovering from a surgery I recently underwent. I know this might sound kind of crazy, but the reason why this took so long is because the surgery I had to undergo was an extremely dangerous and unusual surgery, and they even had to go as far as to order and make special equipment for this to even be possible. There was also a lack of surgeons around the time who were qualified enough to even perform the surgery, most likely to holidays like Christmas and New Year's. I'm usually someone who's very good at handling a lot of pain, especially since I've been struggling with chronic pain ever since I was born. But the past few months have seriously been some of the most painful months of my entire life. And in order to handle it, I was on a lot of very heavy medication. Because of the meds and pain, I was extremely weak and I just had no energy. So I mostly tried to sleep through the entire thing.
And that is a lot of what I wanted you guys to hear. There's, of course, a lot more that she says. There's a lot more of, everything that's going on, how she's feeling, how she went through everything, the way the surgery went, that type of thing. Of course, like I mentioned, it is 5 minutes long. You can go into Roca Rourin's idol EN and you can hear it there as well. I did want to give you a update on what was happening. She did go through a lot of pain, as she says. She did go through a lot of strenuous and very also painful recovery, which a lot of people don't understand is the physical training, the physical recuperation, rehabilitation that they go through is painful in and of itself, because they make you do a lot of movements, a lot of range of motion stuff, a lot of things like that can be extremely painful. I remember because my father was recovering from a special type of knee surgery as well, and it was extremely painful for him to have certain angles be done, certain ways of movement, and it is something that she had to go through as well. So I'm very, very glad that she is on the mend. She says, she plans to be back soon, that type of thing, but it is going to take time because she's still in recovery phase. She's still in all of that. So, of course, I wish her the best. I wish her a speedy recovery, and I hope she is back soon. Nimi Nightmare apparently likes Maps Without New Zealand, or Maps Without NZ, that's what it is, Maps Without New Zealand. Looking at memes, I don't quite understand, so it's just a little bit of a funny time. It's about a funny time, bit of a meme time.
I need to check for New Zealand, please. So I can post it on Reddit and farm some karma. Thank you.
Hopscotch.
So apparently, the whole meme about this is that there are a lot of maps that don't have New Zealand, or really have New Zealand hard to find in games and in media like this, is what I'm thinking it is. That's why she's like, I need to find a map. I need to find New Zealand. You basically see if there is someone that shows it so she can farm karma, which is a lot of people on Reddit do. A lot of people on Reddit do farm karma. So that's just a little explanation for that. I hope it didn't ruin the meme for you guys. Conspiracy theories and these types of things always happen. Today is about Amiaryllis Bloo. Until there's more facts, of course, we'll treat this as an accusation, an allegation. I'm putting this out there first in order to be, responsible. It says, warning about Amiaryllis Bloo, blatant illogical flaws in her story, substantial evidence that she has a history of insane pathological lying, according to this person. First proof is the voice, and so it might fool you into thinking they're different people. Apparently there are, that she's assuming that these two people are different. It sounds very conspiratorial, so I'll just treat it as that for now. But, if enough evidence is there, then of course. And who are we talking about? We're talking about Amiaryllis Bloo here. And basically the faking of the passing away, I believe I did cover when they came back. This is why these things are kind of confusing. The fact that I'm just basically putting it out there that I am very skeptical of these claims. Because the main thing people are saying that my friends are alts of me, can understand where this is coming from. From the outside, we do sound kind of similar. Grew up together in the same city, so same accent, similar talking styles. They were very close. So people are talking like when you start doing these types of comparisons, it starts getting a little out there. Just letting you know.
Bye. Why am I laughing so much? I just ended stream because...
So, yes, they sound similar, but unless, like, I don't know, unless they come out, it's one of those things. They grew up together, Discord, many of the members of her agencies talk about the same things, write the same way, have the same story. They got every 2 to 3 days before coming back as Blue. They're saying that the agency she made so far, the members didn't actually stream together even once. No natural interactions. So it's weird. Like, all this stuff here to say that supposedly they faked their passing away. I don't think someone would be that crazy to fake it. Cousin gossiping about acting no way a family member would. All these things here, all these other parts here are, saying avoiding the doctor, wearing my... All these things are supposedly proof. I laughed too hard, it's gone back up, but now the fact I immediately got downvoted made me cackle. I know it's sudden, waited for so long, servers stay up, same channels, it might pop in every now and then, Amiaryllis Bloo, of course, and other things here. The thing is, like this person says here, they kind of, summed it up in a good way that I want to put out here. A bit too conspiracy-like for me. Blue's explanation that they sound the same due to growing up in the same city is completely missing the point. It's not that their accents are similar, it's that their pitch and general sound are similar. Now, obviously, that could be a coincidence, especially if they're doing a VTuber voice. Either way, if it is true, this is a big if, it is true, it's absolutely insane. It's not also insane to go, if not, it's also insane to go around accusing someone of stuff like that. It's more likely that Blue just isn't telling the whole truth about what happened, which would honestly be completely fair, as it's personal stuff. This was a very personal thing that happened, a very personal situation, and I guess maybe the person felt slighted, the person who wrote this thing felt slighted, the person who wrote this thing felt, I don't know, some justice that they needed to get. The poster is right in that some things don't add up and don't make sense, but that could just be Blue not wanting to share every aspect of whatever happened with her fans or the internet, as she has a right to. It's quite the leap between Blue running a whole VTuber group where she fakes being different people. No matter which it is clear that she isn't doing very well even before the accident, and that she probably does or did have some mental issues. After all, personal things, a person that's doing great and having a great life doesn't just up and disappear after letting people know, think that she had died, or fake some people online that fakes her death to their fans. It's real. I hope she gets a need, whatever help she needs. If it's real, yes, I hope she gets the help that she needs. Right now, like I said, all allegations, all, assumptions, all whatever you want to call it, it is absolutely no way to fully prove it until they actually come out there. I have no idea what's going on, but I'll most likely check the thread on the hobby drama when it's eventually made a few months from now. That said, my main concern is this comment here. What kind of online friends did you have all my time online? This would be the second time I've heard someone faking their death online. The second one, just an allegation. I don't know. Maybe it was just better at finding sane people to play with online as a kid. This would be the third, apparently. So, basically, a collector forces to fix their death. Here, someone says, every corner of the internet, there's a hobby. Young people get bored. Personas fake their own death, then come back when they're not bored. I hate when people do that. I don't think that's what's happening. It is random. Like I said, I will take it as an allegation. I put it out there for you guys to consume and see what you guys think. You guys let me know down below if it's just a freaking crazy conspiracy theory or if you think there's some merit to it. As you may or may not know, there are accusations out there of Amiaryllis Bloo faking her death, faking things like this. Let's hear what she has to say herself, because she has responded to those accusations.
Back in November, I had a really bad health scare, the heart attack. I know it's not something you'd expect at my age, but you should know that I had incidents in the past. I was born with heart conditions, and then alongside that, there was the incident that left me paraplegic as well, so my body's been under a lot of strain on a lot of things. I was in the hospital for a while, like over a month. For the first few weeks, or maybe a couple of weeks, I was barely conscious. They had me on a lot of... They had me on a lot of meds, which kept me pretty out of it for most of the time. While I was in that state, my cousin was informed about what happened, fully. Yes, she was informed, in fact, that I was alive. The reason that I lied for her sake, saying that she didn't know, is because I was trying to cover for her, but obviously that backfired. Later, I found out that she was the one who first posted about my death and everything, so yes, I lied about that too. I did actually become aware of the rumours, but not until about mid-December, when I was only just coming to. I was still too weak to do anything about it, really. For one thing, I didn't have my phone or my model, but honestly, I was just trying to stay alive and recover. The first month after something like that isn't exactly a time to be worrying about internet drama, so I pushed it off. I thought, oh, it's fine, my community's small enough, it's just a little misunderstanding. I didn't fully understand or realise at the time that it had gone viral. Of course, things spiraled. By the time I was even in a condition to think about addressing everything, about January time, the story had already spread like wildfire. People were mourning, tributes were being made, it was surreal, like I was watching my own funeral play out in real time. So I confronted her. I told her that what she did was horrible and manipulative, because it was. But we ended up having an argument. The worst part, my parents knew. Not only did they know, but they actually went along with what she did. They enabled what she said. And why? Because, surprise, there was money involved. They saw an opportunity to monetize my channel once it had enough views, collect sympathy donations if that didn't work out, and of course all the attention. It just turned into a way for them to profit. At that point, that was my breaking point. I was just done with everything. They'd soured my love for VTubing and everything, and they'd severed the connections between us, betraying me for profit. I was done with the lies, the manipulation, the exploitation. So I decided to leave. I had to leave. I packed up and moved away with Alex, my current partner, who, by the way, has been my absolute rock through all of this. They helped me move, helped me heal, and most importantly, they reminded me that I deserve better. After about a month after moving, I've gotten a new job in IT, and that's mainly thanks to Alex's friend, so maybe I did cheat the system a little bit with that. But honestly, I'm back now, mainly because I've calmed down, I've gained a stable life, and I just wanted to let people know that I am still here. I completely understand if you're upset with me. You have every right to feel that way. I know this situation has been messy, and it's been handled in possibly the worst way, and I also fully understand that me lying to cover my cousin's butt has really backfired and made things 10 times more complicated. I take full responsibility for my part in this whole situation. You have every right to hate me, never watch me again.
So that is the part that I wanted to know. Yes, there was manipulation going on. Yes, there were people lying, but she allowed it to continue happening. And that is her responsibility. Luckily, she does take some responsibility to it. Let's see what people say. So her parents fueled the lie about her death for money. She had a YouTube with like 3K subs. What money? Yeah, F your daughter's reputation. We're making tens of dollars here. Would sound more credible if she didn't claim that the first thought her parents had was the opportunity to monetize. So it sounds like she's deflecting. A lot of people are seeing this as deflection. A lot of people are seeing this as she messed up. She let this thing go. She maybe even let people know that you do this or something like that. And too much gymnastics for me. Her other comments were, I was going to laugh if there were parents' voices she voiced too. But yeah, saying a scam was done because of money is dumb. And she said, what money? They weren't popular or well known. What tens of dollars? No Kickstarter, no nothing like that. Not deflecting and dodging in this video is wild. Obviously, there's no perfect answer, because even owning up to everything people reasonably theorize about would just confirm we've been lied to, and that's probably what answers enough questions for enough court audience members to care. But this is a massive burying the lead. 90% of the focus is on the fake death, which they just say wasn't their fault, so that they have nothing to apologize for. They say, trust me, that there are 12 alts designed to promote her are definitely real people and not just her, including the entire Luminary Project online meetup. When I made a video was sold me to the they're the same person theory. I giggled when she tried to fake deep voice her manager, not gonna lie. Anyone who's familiar with pathological liars and narcissists can tell this is full of BS. Y'all don't even have to believe now. People like this will slip up again in the future too. So everyone is seeing that as a complete lie. I have gone over it and I will have it in my video because this is a complete, I can't believe someone lied about a death. Can't believe someone lied about this. A bit of a lighter moment in all this heaviness that's going on in VTubing with all these accusations popping back and forth. I wanted to give you guys a bit of a lighter moment. I doubt it's shade towards Niji, but it's funny as heck. We're a family in Hollow now. Red flag detected. Of course, I think it is not necessarily against Niji, but it's against, you remember, like, if a job tells you, it's the saying always goes, if a job tells you that you're family, that's a huge red flag, and stay away. Run the other way when a job tells you or a boss tells you, we're all family here. That's a huge red flag. It's either a cult or, like someone tells you you're family now, it's either a cult or some weirdo. Usually that's it. That's why it says red flag detected. I just realized a typo, and it says I had an AV flashback. AV is shorthand for, well, a video of a more mature nature. So that's hilarious. Replies made me chuckle. Our beloved boy failure always had some kind of endearingly ungraceful moment as his legacy. Now he has passing gas as one of his legacies. I do have that in another part. It's just another funny moment of the Holostars boys. Many PH businesses can qualify as black companies. A lot of them do. And a lot of them probably, a lot of businesses, period, can qualify as black companies. I've been in the corporate sphere. And also, anyone that tells you, any job that tells you they are a family, run. We have a little bit of flashbang for you guys in all white here. I tried to crack his back like Jurard T. Rexford, that's the dinosaur, in front of the Manes and his senpais, Armis, and instead of cracking his back, he farted so loud it echoed. Tokimane even asked, oh, was that your back? And Jurard said, no, I farted. Please, bro. Oh, God. So that was, oh. So here we go. Let's see.
Okay. Oh, can I talk about what you did at the studio yesterday?
Okay, all right. Let me start. Okay, so
No, let me start.
I'll start. Okay.
No. Let me.
Let me confess to my crimes, okay? Okay. All right. So, okay, yesterday I embarrassed myself really heavily. Cause you know, Ollie Senpai and Yofi Senpai were in the studio too. 3D, what do you call this? Like, setup thing. We were like, you know, checking a bunch of stuff before everything goes live and what. Let me try and crack my back, and instead of cracking my back, I rip out the largest fart in the world.
Dude, you farted so fucking loud, by the way. That was, you scared the fuck out of everybody in that room, dude.
Like, I was like, did you fart? Like, and
No. Tokimane was being polite. Tokimane even said, "Oh, was that your back?"
And I said like, no, that was a fart.
Like, bro, man.
And everyone looked at it, and I was embarrassed at first, but hey, it's out there now. I can't put it back in my ass. It's out there. No one's gonna complain anymore. But the best thing is, Ollie Senpai, Yofi Senpai probably never heard it, so it's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I found it very funny that this happened during a time when they were preparing for, I'm pretty sure, the 3D showcase, pretty sure getting everything organized and getting everything in a way that they were able to actually get things done. And I am glad that they are getting this Artemis 3D showcase. It is hilarious that this happened to them while they were, Jurard now he's known as the guy who passed gas in front of all the managers in Hololive / Holostars. This is lovely. It is a funny thing for this to happen, of course. It is funny for all of this to have happened. And I'm glad that they're taking it in stride and taking it well. Now, this person's joke kind of fell flat. They were talking about but Power World, basically, you know, the Nijisisters and everything complain about how Hololive should not be getting any sponsors because they're doing Power World, and Power World stole from Pokemon and is stealing from Nintendo and copied them and, you know, broke copyright law and blah, 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 blah. And what this person is trying to say is that even though they're doing that, of course, companies don't care, and they are going to sponsor someone who is going to help them out in whatever way they're going to be helped out. And of course, that is a joke that fell flat. That's why this one has 0 upvotes. But I don't really care. I just wanted to explain that part to kind of go into what I'm actually going to talk about, which is this. Cover ended up getting a lot of sponsors, as they always will, whether they play Power World, whether they play, you know, ROMs, or whether they play whatever. They're going to get sponsors because they are a large force inside of Japan. They are absolutely a large force. And whether, you know, haters of Hololive will, you know, are whatever the way that they are, they will still get support. And same thing as haters of Nijisanji. They can still cry, but, you know, Nijisanji is a big agency corporation, has a lot of friends in the industry, and they will still also get a lot of these types of collabs and sponsorships for big things like Nijifest. If you look at the Nijifest sponsorships, they will get a lot of them as well. And it is nice to see that Capcom, this is the big one that I see here. You see right here, Capcom almost caused Okami Mio, I'm never going to forget this, to have her channel deleted because they copyright struck her twice for playing a Capcom game without, quote unquote, without permission. Over here in the US, we have what's called fair use. If it's done in a transformative way, which gameplay is a transformative thing, you would not get hit. But Capcom did it, and they admitted that they did it in order to get the attention of Hololive and to get them to the bargaining table. So I still hold it against Capcom, but I'm still glad that Capcom did this. Capcom had gone from being architects to near apocalypse to actually now sponsoring Hololive, how to turn tables, as they say. And so the only addition was Konami. So these are the ones that they had before, I guess. And Konami is one of the new ones, and it is nice to see. And of course, for those who don't know, Expo 2025 is March 8th and 9th, that weekend. So of course, it is upcoming. But yeah, that, although like I said, this fell flat. It fell flat. But like people are saying, Furio and Galleria are ones that are also sponsoring Niji Expo. And that is because Niji Expo and Nijisanji are big as well. just wanted to give you guys that little bit of an update of what's going on here. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. I do this because I want it to be a positive space for VTubing, not a negative space where we try to knock each other down because we, competition, and we don't like the fact that you're doing better than me and blah, that kind of stuff. So today, we're talking about Amber, the Honey Fox VTuber, Twitch's only Honey Fox Dunkin' enthusiast, and here we're taking a look at their Amber side on their, as you can see here, 438 subscribers, their me side section, their leaving my job as a crime scene cleanup crew. They're doing, of course, putting a lot of their VODs there, which I always recommend, especially with the way Twitch is going to be nowadays. I always recommend this. And of course, we are also going to show you a little bit of what's going on their Twitch, where they say, I'm a honey fox, I'm here for a good time and not for a long time. I have short but sweet streams on weekends, so come join in on the good vibes. But be careful, you might get stuck. So here we go. Let's take a look at a little bit of a clip. This is me side, of course.
I'm dead. Oh my god. I'm dead. That was funny.
Death is funny! No, I'm just kidding. But thank you so much for allowing me, Amber Amore, over here, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel, and I do hope that this helps in some way. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news, or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.